She found someone new in days. 5 months later, I'm still picking up the pieces. Have you ever looked at someone's life after a breakup and wondered how they seem perfectly fine while you're barely holding yourself together? That's exactly where I am right now. It's been 5 months since my relationship ended. She's already living her best life, and I'm still trying to figure out how to feel like myself again. Here's my story. When we broke up, I honestly believed we were just taking some time apart. There wasn't some huge fight, no cheating, no dramatic ending, just a conversation where she said she wasn't happy anymore and needed space. I respected her decision, even though it completely shattered me. I thought maybe after a few weeks we'd talk again, maybe we'd work things out. I had no idea that would be the last real conversation we'd ever have. 3 days later, I opened social media and there she was, smiling, holding another guy's hand. At first I convinced myself they were just friends. I wanted to believe that so badly. But over the next few weeks it became obvious. They were together, while I was still crying myself to sleep every night. She had already started a brand new chapter. That was the hardest part. Not even the breakup itself. It was realizing I could be replaced so quickly. Meanwhile, my entire world fell apart. I stopped eating properly. I couldn't focus at work. I stopped going to the gym. Friends kept inviting me out, but I'd always make excuses. Every room in my house reminded me of her. Every song reminded me of her. Even driving past places we'd been together felt like reopening a wound. It was exhausting. People kept saying, just move on, as if moving on was some switch you could flip. I wanted to move on, I just didn't know how. Every morning I'd wake up hoping today would hurt less. Instead, I'd end up checking her profile again, seeing more photos, more smiles, more proof that she was doing perfectly fine, while I wasn't. After about 2 months, I hit rock bottom. I looked at myself in the mirror and barely recognized the person staring back. I'd lost weight. I looked tired. I wasn't taking care of myself anymore. That's when something finally clicked. I realized I couldn't keep waiting for someone else to heal me, because she wasn't coming back, whether she moved on in 3 days or 3 years. It wasn't going to change my life. Only I could do that. So I made one promise to myself, one small promise. Every single day, I'd do one thing that made tomorrow a little easier. That's it. Some days it was going for a walk. Some days it was making my bed. Sometimes it was eating a proper meal. Other days it meant finally deleting old photos I wasn't ready to let go of. None of it felt life-changing. But slowly, tiny steps became bigger ones. I started exercising again. I reconnected with friends I'd ignored. I picked up hobbies I'd forgotten about for the first time in months. I had moments where I wasn't thinking about her. Those moments lasted 5 minutes, then 10, then an hour. Eventually, entire days. Healing didn't happen overnight. It happened quietly, without me even noticing. 5 months later, do I still think about her? Sometimes. Do I miss what we had? Absolutely. But I've realized something important. I'm not actually missing the relationship anymore. I'm mourning the future I imagined, the plans, the dreams, the version of life I thought we'd build together. Those things hurt to let go of. But they also make room for new beginnings. As for her, I honestly hope she's happy. Holding on to anger only keeps me trapped in the past. I'm choosing something different now. I'm choosing peace. I'm choosing growth. I'm choosing myself. Because at the end of the day, life doesn't reward the person who moved on first. It rewards the person who learned, healed, and became stronger because of what happened. Maybe my story isn't about losing someone. Maybe it's about finally finding myself again. Have you ever had someone move on much faster than you after a breakup? How did you finally heal? Share your story in the comments. I read every single one. And if you enjoy real-life stories like this, don't forget to subscribe for more.